Hiya, this one is a little bit rude, so fair warning. It's called Every Shade of Bollocks. I haven't seen the film 50 Shades of Grey. Can I just say I'm not a snob or a prude? I don't mind knobs or boobs or orgasms or other shenanigans. I've seen films that are rated X. I'm fairly comfortable talking about sex. What really makes me cringe, the thing that makes me come unhinged, is bad writing. The fact that it's mummy porn, wannabe erotica, that it's got a plethora of BDSM scenes doesn't put me off, but I can't be turned on by a poor plot. Let's look at the characters. Christian Grey, a self-made billionaire with wonderful hair who plays classical piano like a maestro, pilots his own plane and is, of course, hung like a horse. He wants to single-handedly end world starvation. He's only 26. Gets his kicks from the domination of women who, must be said before we malign him too much, have signed contracts. Kind of a pre-coital prenup, allowing him to tie them up and slap them around a bit. Oh, and they have to hire a personal trainer because he won't restrain you unless you fit. You will have a safe word to say, as long as the ball gag doesn't get in the way. Now, Anastasia Steele is, I feel, to be blunt, a bit of a spanner. She needs to bin her inner goddess, remove the rope from around her tits and get out a bit. This girl flushes more often than the toilet of an IBS sufferer. Yes, her blushes are out of control. Her main role seems to be to gasp a great deal, chew her bottom lip as though it was her last meal, and generally behave in a spineless manner. I'm sorry, Anna. You irritate me. It's wrong. Women are supposed to be strong, independent and in charge of their own sexuality, but you're very happy to submit to the largesse of a pretty rich boy with a big dick and a whip. Oh, by the way, I think you may be suffering from PGAD, persistent genital arousal disorder. You seem to be orgasming at the drop of a hat. You might want to see a doctor about that. The author has an issue with synonyms, in that she's found the ones that she likes that fit with her theme, and these are the only ones she will use. Her muse appears to have lost its thesaurus. Her characters murmur 199 times, whisper 195 times, and mutter 49 times. Reading between the lines, even though they are in the throes of passion, they are painfully aware of the poor prose and wish to spare their readers by talking in hushed tones. At this point, I'd like to throw my unbound hands in the air and admit to you that I barely made it through to the end of the first book. I would rather be agog at the entire Jilly Cooper back catalogue than go and buy the next 3 books to read. They would make my eyes bleed. If you loved them, I mean no disrespect. I'm glad they made your toes curl and rocked your world. More power to your elbow and your fingers. But what lingers for me is the utter banality of the writing. It's frightening. On saying that, they got a lot of people reading, and that can never be a bad thing. I haven't seen the film 50 Shades of Grey. I may go and take a look. It can't be worse than the book.